Good morning, everybody. Recently I purchased this radio right here. I don't know how you pronounce it, ATOTO, but it's a very good radio. I like it because I got this Mazda 3. It's a 2011. Obviously, it didn't have Android or CarPlay, so I wanted something like that for long drives. Definitely could take full advantage of all the apps that come with either one, Android Auto or CarPlay. So, radio is excellent, works just as described. It's a very good radio. However, though, in the process, when I installed it, I definitely lost features that come in the steering wheel. Basically, connecting to your phone, volume up and down, changing the station, and so on. So I enjoyed that feature a lot. So I looked around, and apparently they sell, for this specific radio, a ATOTO, I think that's how it's pronounced. They also have these wireless remotes, transmitter. And it's this transmitter remote that it's got this strap, like a watch strap, that you could basically tie to your steering wheel. And it gives you all those options basically that you had in the steering wheel before. If you could see here, you got volume up and down. You could skip tracks, change radio stations. It's got pretty much everything you need. One thing I like about this is the volume also could be controlled by moving this around clockwise or counterclockwise. So I think that's pretty neat. While you're driving, you have to do a lot of moving around. So also another thing I like, this is designed, like I said, with a strap. It's designed to be put around the steering wheel. But if that's not your flavor, that's not what you want, it also comes apart like this. It comes with a piece of double-sided tape, and I guess you could put it somewhere else where you feel it's more ideal for your driving. I think I'm going to go with a strap around the steering wheel in my case. So in order to have this functioning with the radio, you basically have to take out the radio, and there's an IR transmitter in the box that comes with it. This needs to be plugged in the back of the radio, and you just basically shove it back in there with the radio, and there's nothing to it. And apparently, based on the instructions, this will connect automatically. So let's start the process, and we'll take it from there. Let's see what happens. This is a Mazda 3 2011. In order to move the stereo, you got to move these vents here. There you go. I'm just going to push it up first for a second, clear it out of the way. Now I'm going to pull out the radio. So in the back, right here, we gotta find a IR plug-in. It's right here. It's this first one right here. There's two of them. The first one says IR. So we're gonna plug that in right now. So it's plugged in. Right there. Now I'm just gonna put it back on temporarily and make sure this thing does work. Okay, alright guys, so I got this, and it came with a battery, a separate battery. So I was under the impression that I'm gonna have to put the battery in there. But it turns out this seems to be a spare, because as soon as I picked up the remote and as I was attempting to open it up, I can hear the tones on the radio. So basically it does have a battery inside, and it's plug and play. I didn't have to do anything. So you can see right now here's the volume. You can see it goes up and down. Basically, it's good to go. So let me try to bring the radio stations up, but I'm going to lower the volume because I don't want to have any issues with copyrights. So as you can see, the radio stations are changing up, down. So this right here, you can see if I get close to it, right here you got the red phone icon. That means you're hanging up from there. And this is the green phone icon. That's where you answer the phone from. This is here, the microphone. When you want to speak to it, give commands in Android Auto or CarPlay. Obviously here you got play and pause when you basically playing music, videos, whatever features your radio gives you. And right here you got the mute button. So instantly it brings you to mute. Hit again, it brings you to the volume setting that you left off on. So I like this feature basically that you can move around up and down to raise and lower the volume. So this is pretty straightforward. This is very nice. I didn't have to do anything to it other than plug the IR connector in the back of the radio. So now I'm just going to strap it onto the steering wheel, try to find a good place for it. Alright, so I put the radio back in place. It's nicely secured in there. And here's where I put the remote. Love this thing. It's only been a couple of minutes, but it seems to be working out fine, so I don't suspect any issues. Here's the rotating dial for the volume going up and down. You know, the strap, it's like a it's rubber, and it sticks on pretty good to the steering wheel, so it's not moving around. It's pretty solid in there. But if also you want to move this thing around, or you want to hold it in your hand as you're driving, just like a regular remote control, it's very easy, because it's all it is, it's magnetic. You can move it anytime you want to. You can just hold it in your hand, which I'm not advising, because when you're driving, you don't want to have gadgets in your hands. But it does move around freely. You can place it somewhere else if you want to, or just put it back on. It's a nice feature overall, so I'm very impressed with it. I like it a lot. Worth the money. Wasn't that expensive. So this does the job, in my opinion. Hope this video was very helpful to anyone watching it. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to do so below. And please subscribe. I normally do these type of videos for cars, minor repairs, service to the vehicles, upgrades, things like that. So I hope you enjoyed it again. Thank you. Have a great one.